Welcome, little one. Are you excited for a fun learning class? Yeah, I can hear you. Let's roll. Our topic is effects of household pests in the home. In this lesson, you will learn how common insects can be harmful. Some are harmful to our food and homes. Other causes harm due to bites or stings or passing deadly parasite after they bite us. Let me ask you this question. Do pests have negative effects on humans? Yes. One of the biggest effects of pests on human is our health. They can make us fall sick. Why? Because most of them are disease carriers, either directly or indirectly. Pests can cause or carry a variety of different health risks when inside your home, regardless of whether or not you notice them. As we all know, pests are defined as any harmful or troublesome organism. They are attractive to our homes for several reasons, which are seasoning and weather change, food and water shortage. Effects of pests in the home. Let's find out what are the effects of the pest in the home. Pests can be much more than a disgusting irritation. They can be a direct and indirect threat to you and your family's health and well-being. That is because many pests are a vector or carrier of human disease. Here are some of the common pests and how they can negatively impact your health. So we're going to look at common effects of pests in our home and our health too. Let's find out. We are kicking it off with cockroach. Cockroach is the most common household pest. Cockroach are the most common pest in many homes and other buildings. At night, they search for food in kitchen, food storage places, refuse bin, drains, and so on. Cockroach always find their ways into lockers and cupboard. They come at night into the house and it is almost impossible to keep them out completely. They can contaminate our food and destroy our properties. They eat our clothes, books, and spoil our food with their faces. Disease spread by cockroaches. The disease spread by cockroach, the cockroach, they play role as a carrier of internal disease. In what? Internal disease, such as diarrhea, dysentery, typhoid fever, and cholera. So these are the diseases that are spread by cockroach: typhoid fever, cholera, dysentery, and diarrhea. Rats. Rat is also another common household pest. You can say rats and mice together. Rats can cause damage to your home. They destroy paper, eat clothes, wood, grains, fruits, and plastic. They carry germs that cause serious illness. They also spoil our food. What are the diseases spread by rats? Disease spread by rats are associated with a number of health risks. This disease can be spread to human directly through handle of live or dead rats, contact with rats, feces, urine or saliva, as well as rat bites. Disease spread by them are Lassa fever and rat bite fever. So we have Lassa fever that are disease spread by rats or right bite fever. Housefly. I know most of us hate housefly, especially that when we are eating our food, we just be they disturbs a lot. Now, houseflies, they are dirty and dangerous insects. They perch on our food and make us filthy from the body's contact from other places. They spread um they spread dirty things on our food, things that can cause us illness. Let's find out the disease that are spread by this house of fly. At times we look at them to be common, that when you are eating food, you see house fly perch on your food and you just wave it away. At times they've already dropped that tiny 50 things that have contaminate the food that you are eating. Disease spread by house flies are um, cholera and dysentery, and these are infected where in our meals. So at times when you see a fly perch on your food, just be very careful before you eat that food, because they can infect it with the dirty filthies that they carry from another place, and then they will come and drop it on the food that you want to eat. So housefly is also dangerous. Very it's look friendly but very dangerous household pests. Bed bug. Call it an household pest because it has to do with our bed. Now, if you are very dirty concerning your room, so you better learn now. Those of you that you are very dirty, when it comes to your room, you don't lay your bed, you drop everything, you can be eating whatever on your bed. You have to be careful so that you don't invite bed bugs in your room. Now, the bed bugs disturb our sleeps, bite, and suck blood. Can you imagine? Bed bugs also destroy our beds and bedding. Yes, so you can see from the image, they smell terribly. I can tell you that. You don't see them mostly in homes that are clean. If you're a very clean home, you hardly see them. But if you're the dirty type, I mean extremely dirty, you are likely to invite bed bugs in your room. Although bed bugs bite themselves, they are not harmful to human. Effect of bed bug bite can cause an health complication like a lack of sleep and a loss of blood. So that's are the effects of a bed bug, because by the time they bite you, it's going to be itchy, so you may not be able to sleep. So the effect of can be like a lack of sleep and then a loss of blood. So these are then the effects of a bed bug. Mosquito. Zzz. I'm sure mosquito very very funny household pest, and you can imagine before you know it, you're already slapping yourself. Now, mosquito, they are tiny insects. They bite and they also suck blood. And mosquito causes itching of the body when biting it. That is what it does. By the time they bite you, they are going to cause a lot of itching. Disease spread by mosquito. They are mostly mosquito, they spread malaria fever. Yes, mosquitoes spread malaria fever and the yellow fever also. Mosquito disturb our sleep a lot, so we have to be also be very careful of this tiny household pest, because it also was dangerous to our health. Spider. Spiders are also common household pests. We have a lot of candles that they show how friendly they are, but we have to be very careful of spider too. You know what? Mostly, spider makes our house dirty with cobweb. They spider like to feed on cockroach, mosquitoes, flies, and moths, all those tiny insects. So that's what they feed on. So what are the harmful effects of spider? Spider bite victims. That is, if they bite a victim or somebody, that person develop a symptom such as pain and swelling in the site of biting, and then at times they can have respiratory distress and the kidney dysfunction. So you can also see, as good as spider is also somehow, because of the different cartoon that the spider will show, is something that we have to be very careful of. I hope it is clear. Ants, ants. Ants like to lick, eat up a sugary food like sugar, sugarcane, beverages, Milos, Bonfita. They like to feed on sweet, and that can be there are some household pets that are very funny. They are so organized. So we have to be careful of an ant. One ant cannot do harm, but millions of ants can do a lot of damage to properties. Weevils. Weevils, they attack and eat all kinds of dry food like rice, beans, melon. You see them in food. So that's where you can find weevils too. And there are too many of them, they are not too good for our health. So we also need to be careful of weevils too. So weevil is also part of the household pest that like to destroy, to attack any dry food in the home. Wow, that is all on household pests. Thanks for listening. Household pests, by definition, are insect animal that can cause destruction to your properties. Not only that, but there is a chance that they can affect your health as well. For example, they spread disease by stinging or biting. Other can spread disease causing bacteria through your house. Keep them out. Know your best. Knowing who your real enemy are is the best advantages you have against dangerous household pests. Till our next class, keep learning. Bye.